Hey everybody, and welcome aboard another Dan and Frankie Go to Hollywood extravaganza. This is going to be the best episode you have ever seen on this channel, almost guaranteed. My name is Dan.
And I'm Frankie, and I do not endorse that statement.
Yeah, well, I do. I mean, yeah, okay, the pressure is on now. We've got to make this one count. No, and yes, this is our wrap up episode for the month of
September.
September, exactly. Yes, I was just seeing if you're paying attention. Yeah, yep, wow, baby brain. Anyway, how have you been?
Not too bad. Just
Yeah.
working, family stuff. I actually thought
Mm.
I hadn't watched much this month, but I do have
Mm.
a few things to talk about.
Oh, well, that's
I also
good.
have a few new purchases, which
Ooh.
I didn't plan on.
No.
Well, not all of them.
Yeah.
Well, basically, I was going to have a month where I didn't spend money. And so I expected to just have my
Sorry.
Radiance monthly things coming in.
Hmm.
And then I had to spend money on something. And then I thought, well, that's done now. So
Mm.
I bought some things, but not many, only like four things. It was a
Mm.
sale. So
Fair enough.
yeah.
I will clarify. I do have a bit of a head cold at the moment, so if you hear me sniffling a little bit throughout this, I do apologize, but there's not a lot I can do about that. I also have had purchases. One of them being this absolutely ridiculous haircut. Um, So I, as you know, like my hair was getting kind of longish, it was, and it was fun to play with. Like, I was like reaching back and like, oh wow, there's like a whole handful. Oh, whoop, there's a mini ponytail there. Like, um, things were going really well. And then I got invited to the premiere of This Is Spinal Tap 2, where the dress code was rock and roll. And so I thought, oh man, I'm going to be able to do something really cool. Like I'll dye my hair black. I'll do a lot of back combing and product, like, tease it out, like the sort of like a Nikki Six kind of 80s rock sort of thing. Like it's going to be really cool. And then Kylie, so my wife Kylie, she is a huge fan of, my traditional spiky Sid Vicious kind of hair. And she was like, oh, you should do that. And so I spent a few days thinking about it. I was like, which way do I want to go? And then I actually have an album on my phone of like some of the best haircuts I've been given. And I saw one of them and I was like, oh, it actually does kind of rock. Like I guess I could do that. So I went to a barber I'd never been to before. Big mistake. Went in, I showed him the photo. I was like, hey, can you do this? Like this would be really good. And he's like, yeah, no problem at all. Sat down. Anyway, then yeah, he's just like really hacking into the hair, like, really taking a lot off. And throughout the process, I'm like, is he going a little bit too much here? I guess we'll see at the end. And so at the end, like he shows me, like this, and it's not the big sort of fluffy, spiky haircut. I'm like, oh fuck. Like this this doesn't look like rock and roll. This looks like I'll do your taxes for you this year. I will make sure your return this year is better than ever. Like, yeah, very conservative looking. And so, in a way, it was a blessing in disguise because, of course, I've got this wig that is this massive, big, long black hair with huge parts of the top sticking out and everything, like a very 80s glam rock wig. And that obviously made my mind up. I was like, I'm just going to wear that. Um, yeah, so that was something I purchased. Yeah, there you go. Starting things with a hilarious anecdote. Uh, now look, we have not discussed what we're doing. So what do you want to kick off with? Do you want to start with what we've been watching, or what you've been buying, or
I might
what do you
just
want to
go
do?
through my purchases because one of them or couple of them, one of them I've watched.
Hmm.
Um, One that I actually purchased in August, so it didn't count as breaking my rule. I picked up The Inspectors 2,
Electric Boogaloo.
Shred of Evidence, because
Ooh.
this stars Michael Madsen, and I listened to the Pure Cinema episode where they had Quentin Tarantino on, and they were
Hmm.
talking about they did a top 10 Michael Madsen performances that weren't Tarantino movies,
Right.
and they mentioned this one and just made it sound really good. So I went looking on eBay for it and
Hmm.
found it. And yeah, so this is the second movie, but you don't need to watch the first. It's just
Hmm.
following the same two inspectors, and Madsen is the bad guy in this.
Right.
Basically, a man dies in a car accident, and when they um, are looking him up, they like get his ID, go to tell his wife that unfortunately your husband's died, and then her husband
Oh.
walks in because the guy in the car had a fake ID. And
Ooh. That's
so there's
interesting.
this whole scheme going on about identity theft, and
Yeah.
Michael Madsen's like the sort of main guy, and this other guy was just working with him. And so it's
Hmm.
just the um, inspectors trying to find him and
Right.
figure out what's going on and stuff. And yeah, it was pretty
Hmm.
interesting. It's a TV movie.
Yep.
But yeah, it was pretty interesting based on a real case,
Okay.
apparently, because
Right.
it seems in America people get pre-approved for bank cards really easy. So you can just go in and steal the mail and then
Oh,
just
wow.
return it to the bank and say,
Yeah.
yes, I would like one. I have a new address. And then they just get a card in that person's
Right. Right.
name and just pay the minimum balance so that it keeps going for so long.
Hmm.
And then eventually, then they just leave it and this person has a whole lot of debt. So
Right.
it's pretty
Hmm.
scary, but
Yeah. Yeah.
interesting. But yeah, Madsen was really good in that. It was
Hmm.
pretty
Ah,
fun.
he's always good.
Yeah.
I
Um,
miss him.
I've got my Radiance releases. They released another World Noir, Volume 4,
Ooh.
which is all French films this time.
Hmm.
And yeah, I'll talk about them later maybe. Then Los Golfos, which I don't even know how I'm saying it. How do you say that? It's Spanish. Is it Golfos?
It's too much glare. I can't see that. So that's a letter G that's covered over
Yeah,
Los Golfos. Yeah,
yeah.
that's pretty much just how it looks. Yeah.
Translates to the delinquents.
Mm.
So this is from 1959, and yeah, looking forward to that. And
Hmm.
then there is The Betrayal, which is a Japanese movie from 66, which is Samurai takes the blame for a murder committed by a fellow member. He's promised safe return after 1 year in exile, but this vow is broken and he becomes a fugitive. So and then In My Skin, which is the rare thing for Radiance, where not only have I heard of this film, but I have seen it before.
Hmm.
So I remember this being pretty disturbing.
Right.
Basically, it's sort of like self-mutilation becomes kind of an obsession for her, and
Hmm.
she becomes really fascinated by her own skin. It's been years since I've seen it. Um, But yeah, it's just a bit of a
Hmm.
journey with that.
Yeah. Right.
And then JB Hi-Fi over here does every year they do a buy two get one free on horror stuff around this time of year.
Hmm.
So I decided to pick up a few recent favorites. So I got Companion
Ah, brilliant film.
and Oddity
Yep. Excellent.
and Nosferatu.
Which I still haven't seen.
You got to see it.
Yeah, I know. Yeah,
Mm.
there's been a few times actually that yeah, I've gone out and thought, oh, I'd like to watch this, and then for whatever reason, there's always something happens that stops me from watching it. So yeah, I'll get there eventually.
Mm. So
Yeah,
I might give them a rewatch in October. We shall
yeah,
see.
good idea.
Yeah.
Hmm. Well, I actually do have a couple of purchases, but it's I mean, look, we've got an ongoing thing now about what I'm doing to turn my phone into a cinema camera rig, and so it's movie related. So I got two things that I'm very excited about, which is why I want to talk about them. Well, the first one. So I was going through a list of things that you like kind of essentials, doing this whole thing, and one of them was this. Do you know what that is?
I do not.
Okay, this is a clamp that you can attach a power bank to for when you're on long shoots, you can like keep your phone all charged up. Now, I know exactly what you're thinking, Frankie. You're like, but the phone only has one USB port. Like, how on earth could you put in a microphone cable, a charge cable, maybe a wireless Bluetooth mic receiver, like, all of these things you've got. Dan, how do you do it? And the answer is this. This is a four-in-one hub that you just plug this one into the phone, and there's a power thing with other USB ports and stuff, so you can like plug a whole bunch of accessories into it, and it just like fits conveniently onto the thingy, onto the frame, and away you go. And like I didn't know I'm learning so much about what exists for that sort of thing. I also got a giant backpack to put everything in because yeah, I am sort of starting to get like so many things now that I'm like, I need a bigger backpack. And I found that one on Target for like $40 and it is freaking huge. It's actually so big I can fit my tripod in it. So yeah, things are very exciting for me right now, like on the phone camera thing, because I've pretty much now got everything I would ever need, for like a long shoot. So, yeah, so that's what I've been buying. Yeah, not so much movies, but things to make movies. So, yeah.
Mm.
But no, I've got yeah, Buffy Prescott is very excited right now. Because of course we're planning on doing a music video sometime soon with him. So yeah, every time I post pictures on Facebook and stuff, he's like, "Oh my God, I can't wait." Because it's not about what the footage looks like, it's about how good your camera looks. So yeah. No, not really. Yeah, I don't think I've bought any movies. No, I haven't. Just a lot of kids' toys and stuff like that. So yeah, I did. My wife bought me something. She got me a Peacemaker figure. Look at that, Peacemaker
Mm.
unmasked.
Oh,
Yeah, I'm very happy about that. Um, yeah. Uh, what else? No, that's pretty much it. Like, yeah.
all the
All
toys.
right. What you been watching lately?
Well, I did have thoughts to do a Shannon September,
Right. Which you've done
which
in the past?
yes, I did it once. And it's very hard. It's basically watching a Michael Shannon movie every day
Mm-hmm.
for the month. And I tried unsuccessfully another time as well. Something happened. This year I felt motivated again and I thought I'll bring in TV shows because he's got a couple of limited series that I haven't seen yet. And so I can
Right.
watch them on the days I don't have time for a full movie. And I did
Mm-hmm.
that for maybe nearly half a month and then it just dropped off because I had other things and visitors and stuff. So it just became too hard.
Those pesky
Um,
visitors.
Yes, but I did watch the Waco Aftermath
Oh
limited
yeah.
series, which because I really enjoyed Waco, I
Mm-hmm.
recommend. I don't know where you can watch that though. Waco Aftermath is on Paramount Plus,
Mm-hmm.
but Waco doesn't seem to be there. I own it
Oh, okay.
digitally, so I've
Mm-hmm.
got that now. But yes, Aftermath is about the court case that happened with the survivors from the Branch Davidians. And Michael Shannon is still in it, but it's sort of following him that he's looking more into the sort of white supremacist groups that are starting to sort of contact each other rather than just being
Right.
random individual groups around the country. So he's
Mm-hmm.
trying to look into that, although the government doesn't is sort of not really believing him that they're all getting together and something's going to happen.
Mm.
And then you're following the court case, which Giovanni Ribisi is in. He's
Mm-hmm.
the lawyer, the sort of lead lawyer for the defendants. And it's really quite, it's not as gripping as Waco was, of course, because that was a whole siege thing.
Mm.
But there's some really interesting moments, especially in the last episode. And I didn't know. sort of the details of the court case. So I didn't know what was going to happen or anything. And there's quite a sort of moments in the final episode that were really quite interesting and really kind of make you think. And also the
Hmm.
whole sort of thing with the white supremacist groups, it's leading up to Timothy McVeigh. Like when they said
Mm.
when a character came on screen and then he calls someone and he's like, hey, it's Tim McVeigh. And I'm like, I know that name. How do I know that name? So I had a quick Google and I'm like, oh, okay, this is where it's going. So it's
Mm.
sort of following the groups leading up to him doing the bomb and then the court case through to the end of the court case. But yeah, it's pretty, when you think about where the world is now,
Mm. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
it's kind of this, well, not the same, it's probably worse now, but yeah, that kind of
Mm.
thing hasn't gone away at all. It's just
Yeah.
it's, yeah. So that's kind of the downer
Okay.
thing of watching it. But yeah, it's a pretty good series. So
Mm.
I enjoyed it. And then I'll just quickly throw in, I
Yeah,
watched
sure.
13, which is a remake of, I think it was 13 Samati. Um, and it's the same director did the English language remake,
Okay.
which is interesting. And only it was like 5 years later or something, so it was pretty
Right.
close
Wow.
together. I
Hmm.
saw the original one. Got it on DVD somewhere. I have no idea how I came across it.
Mm.
But I was curious about the remake. The story is there's a young guy working in the house and someone living in the house dies and he has overheard conversations and knows that there's basically a letter that came with a meeting place for a way to win some money and he
Okay.
desperately needs money. So he's like,
Mm.
okay, I'm just going to take this guy's place and go to
Right.
this thing. And so there's the whole thing. And then he gets there and realizes it's basically a whole lot of people gambling on Russian roulette
Oh,
game, I guess
yeah,
you'd
yeah.
call it. And so suddenly he's like in this group of people and he's, it's like, here's a gun, hold it up to the person in front of you. Everyone's in a circle, and then,
Right, right.
shoot. And basically, everyone's betting on who's going to survive. And Michael
Wow.
Shannon plays the guy. This is like the best part of the movie. He's like the announcer guy for, each round. He's like calling it out and telling them to put the bullet in the gun and raise the
Mm.
gun and whatever. But he's standing, they're like on a little stage thing, and he's behind them on, I guess it's like a librarian step ladder type thing where it's a ladder going up and then there's like a platform at the top. And so
Mm.
he's kind of, I don't even know if there's like a seat thing there or he's just leaning back on the railing, but then he's kind of leaning forward and he's got his hands on the rails at the side, but it just feels like it's just a really, like he's perched up high, leaning forward and down, and just is such an eccentric character and calling things
Right, right.
out. And it's like, it's just the kind of character that would just be totally background if it was normal, but because he's
Mm.
playing him so eccentrically,
Yeah,
it was
yeah.
really a standout. So that
Oh,
was
sounds
fun.
cool. Yeah.
Alexander Skarsgård is in it as well as the guy
Hmm.
who is sort of the helper of the team, I guess the owners, if you will, if you think of
Mm.
the people taking part as their sort of sport thing.
Hmm.
And Skarsgård's the guy who's like their assistant. He goes to pick up the guy and he's like telling him what to do and trying to keep him calm between rounds and whatever. But yeah, it was a
Right.
pretty interesting film. I didn't really
Yeah, sounds
like
cool.
where it ended up, but
Mm.
I think it's worthwhile, and especially if you like Michael Shannon, because his character was really fun to watch.
Yeah, yeah. Oh, that sounds very cool. I watched a movie, believe it or not. One that you and Nobbins have talked about a lot, and one that the last time we spoke, I think it was on one of these wrap-ups, you were just like, okay, you need to prioritize this movie. You know exactly where this is going. And so I finally got around to watching One Cut of the Dead. Which is a Japanese film from 2017 about well, I guess it's sort of about the making of a zombie film. Um, this was one of the most unique experiences I have had watching a film ever. Um, I began the film thinking to myself, what the absolute hell have you and Nobbins been smoking? I was hovering on Facebook over the unfriend button. I'm just like, this movie's kind of shit. Like, there's no story. It's badly made. It's like, just what is going on? Then it's kind of like three stages to this film. So like then the second act, you kind of find out a bit more about why the first act was so terrible, and you're like, ah, right, okay, I'm a little bit more on board with this now. Um, by the time you get to the third act, holy shit, I was just throwing fucking stars at this movie like they were, going out of style. Five stars all day, every day. I need to own some sort of physical version of this movie and watch it again and again and again and again. It's going to be the sort of movie, of course, that the next time you watch it, it's a vastly different experience because you know what's going on. Uh, but oh man,
Yeah, I
like
do
it was.
remember when this movie came out and everyone's like, don't know anything going into this movie and stick with it because the first 20 minutes or
Oh,
however long it is,
totally.
stick with it beyond that because
Yes.
yeah, you'll be
It's
rewarded.
brilliant. It was just some of the most clever writing and filmmaking I've seen in a long time to be able to make a zombie film that is just so unique and different to everything else we've seen before is great. Some of the humor in this movie just had me howling with laughter. Like, it is a really funny film. Great characters, amazing sort of writing, like in terms of the situations and stuff. Just oh man, I just love this film so much. So yeah, if you guys out there have not seen it and you've had people saying to you, "Oh my God, you need to see this movie," listen to them. They are right. Um,
I
yeah, I really
actually
can't
didn't
recommend it
realize you
strongly
hadn't
enough.
seen it until I mentioned it because you asked the question and I was like, oh,
Hmm.
One Cut of the Dead. And you kind of just gave me a look and I was like, oh, why would you not agree with that? And then I realized you hadn't seen it,
Yeah.
so you had no idea what I was talking about. And
Yeah.
yes, and that's where I said to you, you definitely need to
Oh
prioritize
yeah,
it.
I will always trust your opinion, especially if you really emphasize how right you are, because
Yeah, and it
those are
wasn't
times that I
just
agree
me
with you.
thinking the movie was good. There were like elements to
Hmm.
this movie that I'm just like, these are your things, so you should definitely be
Oh my
having
God, the
that watched.
whole low budget filmmaking thing. Because so yeah, so basically this group is given an opportunity to film a live zombie movie, where it's like was it 20 something minute film or something like that that they've got to make. And yeah, I really don't want to get into too much about what the
Yeah, no,
film,
this is a
because
movie that
stuff
if you
happens.
don't know it, just go into it without
Hmm.
looking anything up because it's really
Yeah.
it
Oh, I
works
couldn't agree
best when
more.
you don't know anything at all.
Oh, absolutely. No, I was blown away by this film. It is, yeah, I'd, I'd probably rank it like top 10 favorite Japanese films for me. I don't know where in the 10, but yeah, it'd be in there somewhere, I reckon. So, yeah. So no, thank you very much for recommending that one to me.
Hmm. Well,
Yeah.
I got to a big movie this month. Actually, I got to a couple,
Ooh.
but the one that I really enjoyed was Get Carter,
Ah,
the
yep.
original with Michael
Yep.
Caine, and we, I mean, obviously, it's very British. So
Hmm.
thinking that there's a Stallone remake just just does not work at all. But obviously, it's not going to be British. It's I looked it up. It's
Hmm.
set in Vegas, and in a way, I can kind of see Stallone being that kind of character, but also very specifically Jack Carter as per Michael Caine. Like I cannot imagine Stallone. at all.
Mm,
So it's obviously going to be a very different film, which I'll get to one day because I'm looking at all of Stallone's films.
of
But
course.
yeah, so this one, I was actually watching a Serial at Midnight video, and I think someone's just released a 4K of Get Carter.
Mm,
And Heath just talked about it being possibly the greatest crime film,
wow.
or one of the greatest. I can't remember. I don't want to put words in his mouth. But then I thought, oh yeah, I should really get to watching that. I did mean
Mm,
to watch a lot more Michael Caine after I saw something from the old days because I'd seen
mm,
mostly his more recent things. And he's got some good old stuff. And so I watched it, and yeah, it's very good. It's
right.
very sort of gritty. Um, the character of Jack Carter, it's funny because it's got that whole thing of, oh, there's all these beautiful women, and he's sleeping with multiple women through this movie, and it's that
Mm,
kind of thing. But then you look at Michael Caine and you're like, yeah, I get it. So,
mm,
it's not as like his whole, I just get annoyed sometimes when you're watching movies and the main character just has like everyone wanting
mm.
them.
Yeah, yeah, right.
But it works for this, so I think anyway,
Hmm.
because Michael Caine's a charming man, especially in the
Of
60s.
course. Yeah.
So yeah, it's very, very cool movie. It's like that Le Cercle Rouge that
Hmm.
we watched, where I just am watching the movie going, this is such a cool movie,
Mm,
and he's such a cool character, and I'm just watching it, and he's no matter what the character did, because he did some questionable things, but I'm still just looking at Michael Caine, just going, yeah, you're so cool. So yeah, it had a really interesting ending too. Like it was a bit basically he works for some people, and he's going to a town where his brother has just died and
mm,
it's a suicide, but he doesn't think that it would be suicide, that his brother would do that. So he's gone to town to investigate, and there's sort of this guy he knows who's working for these other guys, and so it gets a bit involved with that, and
mm,
they kind of things get explained later on, and I'm not exactly sure on the intricacies of the plot and exactly what went down, but it didn't need to be. I still had a good time watching it, and
yeah,
I
right.
definitely would like to add that to my collection, which I will
Cool.
when I have the money to spend on the
Hmm.
4K. I will get it. So yes, I
Excellent.
recommend, and I need to get back to watching more. After I told Heath that I really enjoyed it, he recommended the Henry, oh, what's the name of the movies that starts with the is it the Ipcress file?
Yeah, there is something called that out there.
Um,
The
Harry Palmer. There's well, I think there's a few movies, but Imprint have
Hairy palms.
released the trilogy of the first three movies that start in 1965. But it looks like they made some movies in the 90s as well, also with
Oh,
Michael
okay.
Caine. So,
Right, right.
so yes, I'm going to watch the Ipcress Farm next.
Hmm.
When I get round, when JB has a sale or something, I'll pick up the box
Yeah.
set of the three films. So
Hmm.
that's my next 60s Michael
Cool.
Caine.
Well, speaking of 60s, the next movie that I watched is one that I've seen numerous times. It was always one of my parents' most favorite movies, and they got me onto it as a kid, and I've just always loved this film. So, it's a movie called The Party from 1968,
Mm.
with Peter
It's one of my
Sellers.
dad's favorites.
It's yeah. And funnily enough, like when my kids are older, I'll be showing it to them and it'll be one of their dad's favorites. So I just noticed, so this film was directed by Blake Edwards, and I'm like, why do I know that name? Um, in a recent episode, I talked about how Kylie showed me Blind Date and Switch. And at the time I was like, oh, both of those films were directed by the same guy. And it didn't even occur to me that it was that this movie was directed by him as well. So Peter Sellers plays an Indian actor named Harundi Bakshi, who I didn't ever put two and two together, but watching this now, this guy is, he must have been the template for Mr. Bean. He is a walking disaster area. He wears a suit with a red tie. He drives a blue three-wheeled car. I mean, come on, that can't be a coincidence. And yeah, there's so many similarities with him and Mr. Bean. So essentially, Hiradi Bakshi is a extra on a movie set, and he just keeps causing everything to go wrong to the point where he accidentally, detonates a charge to blow up an entire structure before they actually roll the cameras and, that kind of thing. So he gets fired off the lot. Through a series of circumstances, he winds up getting invited to this party by, the studio executives and stuff. And it's basically a comedy of errors. This guy turns up and just one thing after another keeps going continuously wrong. But it does also kind of have that sort of message to it about like, this guy is like stuck in amongst all of these like big famous people and everything. And you got this French actress who is supposedly the big star, but she's more enamored by Hirundi and his simpleness and his sort of everyday personality, and it is that kind of breaking down of like celebrity stereotypes and stuff like that, which is really cool. But of course the film, it gets a lot of backlash because of the whole racist thing, because you can't have a Caucasian person playing an Indian person. But here's the thing, like I looked into this, and a lot of people in India love this movie. They love that character. Like, and I know it's easy to say, well, back then they didn't know any better or whatever, but like, I don't care. Like, he's a hilarious character. Peter Sellers plays him so freaking well. I don't think there's anything racist about it. If they were making this guy out to be, some sort of evil, horrible person, maybe, but I mean, sure, everything goes wrong around him, but he's just such a charming, sweet person and stuff. Like, yeah, so I don't know. That's a whole other conversation though. But like you look on Letterboxd and there's all these people that are like, giving it 4 stars or whatever and saying, but it's very racist, I should just add. And it's like, you don't have to add that. Just enjoy the film for what it is, Like, so yeah. And the funny thing was I was laying in bed upstairs and I was like, oh, because I own the movie on DVD, and I was like, I just can't be bothered walking all the way downstairs to get it. So I was looking for it online, and I actually found someone actually has uploaded it to YouTube, and it's been there for a while now. So it's probably gonna. I still don't understand how people are doing that.
I
Um,
think it depends on like the rights holders and if they're
yeah.
looking for it. And I think with old movies, sometimes it doesn't matter, or I guess they're not looking for it or whatever,
Mm,
which is because it's more common to find old movies on YouTube.
yeah. Yeah.
So, but yeah, I don't know how it
Mm.
works, but
Yeah.
yeah.
But no, look, I will always love this film. I love, it's charming, it's funny, it's entertaining, and it's really cool because, it's got the whole 60s aesthetic, but it's genuine, because it was actually
Mm.
made in 68. And so it's not just like, you know, like a modern film where they've like set
Yeah, I
decorated
had
things to
that
look 60s.
with Get Carter as well. I was
Right,
enjoying
right,
how
right. Yeah,
everything
yeah.
looked. Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, no,
Oh,
it's on
and we both
YouTube.
had a
Highly
little
recommended.
British 60s thing this month.
We did indeed. So yeah. All right, what do you got next?
I watched The Inquisitor, which was a Radiance release, I think I think it was one of their August releases that
Hmm.
I mentioned last time. And it was really good. I was really intrigued because I only had the brief thing, but it was a sort of police interrogation of someone suspected of murdering 2 little girls. And so I was like, oh, this sounds like one of those sort of contained movies, which it
Hmm.
is. It's not all in one location, but
Hmm.
it's pretty much. a couple of places within the police station and out on the street outside. But this guy who's a lawyer comes in on New Year's Eve for some questioning, and there's sort of the main cop. I can't remember what he is. And then the sort of offsider who's typing the statement and everything.
Hmm.
And so this lawyer discovered the body of the second girl, and so they're questioning him about that. But you can tell that he is suspected of actually being the one who did it.
Hmm.
And so the movie is basically just sort of following the questioning, but it goes differently than you might expect watching it. And
Right, right.
but it's really good. It's one of those movies that just all comes down to the actors' performances because
Hmm.
it's basically just conversations.
Hmm.
So they show kind of flashes of things, like a flash to the girl laying on the ground and whatever, but it doesn't actually show other scenes of things happening.
Yeah.
And at one stage, the guy's wife turns up, so there's a bit of a thing with her. But yes, it's very interesting. So
Okay.
I highly recommend. I don't know how easy that it will be to find outside
It's probably
of the
on YouTube.
Radiance release.
Yeah.
Well, you'd need to
Everything's on
find it with
YouTube.
subtitles because it's French.
Hmm.
Um, it's as far as I tell, it's not on any of the streaming services that I do.
Hmm.
But yeah, Radiance released that. That was directed by Claude Miller. I haven't seen any of his other films, but the Radiance was a set of two, and the other one is Deadly Circuit, I think, which
Okay.
yeah, I'm really looking forward to watching now after this one being so good. So we'll see if that
Right.
one is good as well. And that's from 1981. So
Hmm.
um, yes, a good old-fashioned no cell phones
Hmm.
and things. So which
Cool.
I quite like in certain movies when you don't have the instant communication.
Hmm.
And yeah, and the fact that there's a guy in the background typing on the typewriter the statement of what's being said. So
Hmm. Yeah, right,
yeah.
right. And before I get into the next movie that I have watched recently, I will just put out a bit of a disclosure for those people who are watching this on YouTube that you may notice things suddenly look a little bit different. Everyone listening to this in Podbean land or wherever else, Spotify land, wherever you listen to your podcasts, just pay no attention. Everything is just going accordingly in that department, but. For those of you watching on YouTube, yeah, look, we were recording all this. We were having a great old time, and then time is something we ran out of, and we had to sort of cut it short and think, okay, let's pick it up a bit later on. So yeah, we're resuming. We're back into it. Here we go. And yeah, so the hey,
I was just gonna say, and now it's October, so
it
I hope,
is.
and it will be even more October when this comes out now, so I
Hmm.
hope everyone's enjoying lots of horror movies.
Yes, yes, indeed. The podcast where not only do you get informed about movies, but you can also experience the thrill of time travel. So the next movie, speaking of traveling through time, I went back to 1980 something, 88, and I revisited Young Guns for
I haven't seen
absolutely
that.
no reason. I just something jogged my memory about that film.
Christian Slater.
It might have been. No, hang on. He, I don't think he was in it, was he?
You
Um,
sound confused. He must be in the second one then.
hang on, you're making me think like
You
I
just
watched.
watched it.
I know. I'm going through my mind. I'm like, oh yeah, he was so good in that. Wait a minute, no, that was someone else.
I haven't watched
Yeah.
these for years. I have
Well,
like a
clearly.
very pretty steelbook. I don't normally get steelbooks, but
Ooh.
it looked very pretty, so I got it.
Yeah.
But I still haven't got round to watching it since DVD days. So
Ah,
yes, I
okay.
didn't remember. I remembered Christian Slater in that world. I didn't remember which
Right, right,
movie
right.
had who or what
Um.
happens, or I need to revisit them soon.
Yeah, because I've noticed on Letterboxd that you Slater was in the second one, by the way. That you've watched them, but you haven't rated them.
Yes, because I haven't watched them since Letterboxd because it's been 15 years or more, probably.
Oh, wow. Okay,
Yeah,
that
it's
makes a
been
lot of sense.
ages. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, no, I like I said, I don't know what inspired me to watch it, but I just got thinking about it. I was like, oh, I'd like to watch that. And yeah, I think it still holds up. I gave it a solid 4 stars. I mean, it was very much a product of its time, like let's make a Western with a bunch of the hottest young actors in town kind of thing. And at the time, like, yeah, it was like a really big deal. And yeah, look, I still had a really good time with it. I'm very confused. I'm looking forward to revisiting the second one because the first one kind of ends with oh, so I've suddenly had a flashback of I know how the second one starts. Wow, that's interesting. Because yeah, it was like no, it was like saying about how Billy the Kid went on and did this and that and died and all this sort of stuff. But no, I just suddenly had a visual of the second one where it starts off in sort of modern times. I'm seeing someone trudging through the snow for some. I don't know. Maybe it was snow, but and then there's like an older Billy the Kid who recites, who goes back, and so the movie's kind of a flashback. That's right. Yeah. I sort of yeah. I remember a lot about the second one actually for some reason. Maybe I've seen that more times.
That one
Um,
is also the one that John Bon Jovi got inspired to do an entire album
Yeah,
of
yeah, yeah,
songs,
exactly.
which
And
is pretty cool because I listened to that so much and there's little pieces of dialogue
mm,
between some of the songs or like at the end
right,
or the
right.
beginning. So
hmm
yeah, pretty
Oh,
cool.
look, I remember when that main song came out, like
Blaze of
that was
Glory.
Blaze of
Yes.
Glory. Yeah, it was such a big deal, and I still really dig that song like a
Mm,
lot. And I remember the video for it and everything. Like,
yeah.
had I used to get excited back in the day when music videos came out that had clips from upcoming cool movies. Like when Guns N' Roses released "You Could Be Mine." I mean, at the time I was just going bananas because it was a new Guns N' Roses song, and I can't even put into words the obsession I had with that band. And so I'm watching this video, I'm like, oh my God, look, there's the band and everything. And I'm like seeing all these clips from Terminator 2 throughout, and I'm like, fuck, this movie looks all right.
Mm.
And then of course T2 came out, and I was just like, oh my God, like it's the best music video ever. But yeah, they just don't do that anymore, really, do they? I can't remember the last time that happened, but yeah, it was a really big thing in the
Well,
90s.
even music videos aren't really a thing now.
Yeah, yeah, that is true. Yeah. Yeah, oh yeah, nowhere near as big as they were, that's for
Do
sure.
you know, I ended up watching some random, I don't know why, one of those stupid videos online where it's like Gen Z reacting to things,
Mm,
and it was 90s music,
right, right.
and it was just there were so many comments from them about how amazing the music videos were
Mm.
because they don't make them like they used to.
Oh my God, I had a total of 8 VHS tapes ranging, I mean, I guess most of them, they were average 3 hours, that were just full of music videos back in the day. I was obsessed with them. And yeah, it was actually funny just going back to the Guns N' Roses thing. I remember when they recorded the band footage live on stage for that video. I actually saw that whole thing. And there was a moment where Slash actually, when he was introducing the recording, "Hello, Cooper," um, where he was saying that, like, yeah, this music video is going to come out. It's definitely not going to be one of those videos where they put, clips from the movie, and we're not going to do that and everything. So, and then, yeah, it's like, yeah, that didn't work out too well, did it? But yeah. But anyway, no, you look, Young Guns, yeah, yeah, really enjoyed it. I think this is one of those movies that is always going to be entertaining, till the day I die. Like you can, watch it over and over again and it's still cool. So yeah, it was a good
Hmm,
time. Hmm.
cool.
Yeah. What else you
Um,
got?
okay, a movie that's not a good time, but not not in a bad way, but it's
Right,
a
right.
sad movie. I
Mm.
I was in the mood for to watch a sad movie.
Mm.
So I turned to my Casey Affleck filmography. I couldn't watch Manchester by the Sea because that's
Mm.
not streaming anywhere.
Oh,
But I could watch Our Friend, which is about a couple and the wife is terminally ill and their best friend moves in to help out.
right.
And so Casey's the husband, Jason Segel is the best friend,
Hmm.
and didn't it actually wasn't as much a tearjerker as I expected it would be.
Did you say
Probably
turd jerker?
no, I did not.
It really sounded like turd jerker.
That's because you have that kind of brain.
Hmm. Okay. I thought maybe your tongue tripped on the word tear, like when it started going into jerker, so you're like jerker. Yeah. All right. Tear jerker. I'm done.
Okay. Um, but also it jumped around so much. Luckily, they put up on screen. It was like, 1 month since diagnosis, 2 years before diagnosis, and it kept jumping all over the place. And then also, just something happened that annoyed me, and so I just wasn't as emotionally attached
Hmm.
to everything.
Yeah, right.
Um, and but the main thing about this movie is that Jason Segel's so good. He just
Hmm.
was by far the best. It was just basically him, Casey Affleck, and Dakota Johnson as the wife.
Hmm.
And he was completely the standout and
Hmm.
what I enjoyed most about watching this, because I don't
Okay.
think I've seen him do quite such a dramatic role. I'm really
Hmm.
behind in his filmography because I've liked him ever since Freaks and Geeks came out.
Oh yeah, of course.
Um, and there's still so many movies of his that I have not
Hmm.
seen. But
I can't
yes,
even think of him in any dramatic role. Like the only things I can think of are comedies, of course.
I think I've seen something, maybe, hang on.
Hmm.
Let me just show only the movies I have watched.
Hmm. Hmm.
Um, The End of the Tour.
Hmm.
Actually, that's probably the only one. That's not a comedy.
Right.
I don't know if I've seen him in TV, some TV. I don't know. I feel like,
Hmm.
but most, yeah. So anyway, so seeing him do this like full-on dramatic role and out act everybody
Yeah,
else,
yeah, right.
was really cool. So yeah, I
Hmm.
didn't completely love the movie, but and based on a true story, it said at the end,
Okay.
which is interesting with some of the
Hmm.
things in it.
Right, right.
I also wondered why they styled Casey Affleck how they did, but I'm guessing that it must be based on the real guy.
Ah, okay.
So,
Right.
yeah.
Mm. Cool. Um, the only other movie that I have recently watched, but there's not too much point in talking about it because we've got a whole other episode devoted to it, and that is, of course, Spinal Tap: The End Continues, which, yeah, in a nutshell, I really enjoyed it. I'm actually dying to see it again. It was one of those things like after the movie, I was sort of like, oh yeah, like I think that'll be pretty rewatchable, but sort of spent a good couple of days thinking, yeah, down the track, I'll check it out again. And like, I'm at a point now, I'm just like, oh my God, I really can't wait to see that again. So yeah, it wasn't as good as the first one, which nobody thought that was going to be the case anyway. But yeah, still like a very, very worthy sequel. Didn't feel like a cheap cash grab or anything. Yeah, just yeah, felt like a natural continuation of the story. So yeah, highly recommended that one. So yeah.
Hmm.
Mhm. So that's what I've been watching. You got anything left?
I will just mention one that I just because we have delayed this part, I
Mm,
watched this on the right at the end of September. That is from my pile of Radiance films. It's called Through and Through, which I thought was going to be a like straightforward movie. And
mm.
then as soon as it started, I realized that it was not. And
Oh,
it's
okay.
got a bit of a sort of experimental kind of vibe to it. Like there's
Mm,
scenes where one sound will be amplified and all other sounds are gone. And
Oh,
so the
right.
first time that happened was the woman combing her hair.
Mm.
And it just was such a strange sound because it was so loud and sounded so rough, but she's just combing her hair. And there's like a courtroom
Wow.
scene where you can just hear the creaking of the chairs from people just
Hmm.
moving and whatever, but you can't hear
Okay.
anything that's being said. So there's just things like that, and it's just following this couple who are dealing with poverty, and he's trying to get a job,
Mm.
and um, and sort of where things go from there
Mm-hmm.
that lead to a crime. But yeah, this is
Ooh.
really interesting and how it lost me a
Mm.
little bit at the end, but it was just so inventive with how it was
Yeah.
shot. And it's in black and white, and there's just, yeah, the camera work and the sound, especially the sound design.
Mm.
There's some really strange music at the beginning
Mm-hmm.
that also kind of just gives you that feeling of unease with the other stuff. And
Yeah,
then
yeah,
later
right.
on, it just switches to be classical music.
Mm.
But yeah, it's a very interesting movie. And
Yeah.
another winner from Radiance,
Mm-hmm.
um, which, yes, this is why I like Radiance. There's all these films I've never heard of that I watch and turn out to be really interesting films.
Yeah, no, that sounds like, yeah, definitely not like any sort of movie I've ever seen before, that's for sure.
Hmm.
Yeah. Cool. All right. Does that conclude your
Yeah.
recent viewing list? Excellent. All right. Well, what do you want to do? Do you want to hit up trivia or do you want to do some reeling? What are you in the mood for? Look at us making things up as we go
Um,
along.
yeah, I was just gonna say it's pretty obvious
Crazy.
that trivia is not going to be happening in this timeline for anyone
Uh,
watching.
what are you talking about? Like, I don't even know what is going to happen in trivia. Like, I mean, what's it going to be about? Who's going to win? I don't know. I, yeah. Anyway, look, it's fine. Let's just pretend that we don't know. Yeah. What do you want to do? Trivia or real? Come on. Whoosh.
All right, well, let's just do some reeling and then we
Let's
can
do
just
some reeling.
cut to
All right.
trivia after.
What am I talking about? What is this reeling thing that we speak of?
So, this is reeling in the years
Hmm.
where we talk about films from a particular year that we feel are underrated or underseen and should be appreciated by people. And
Yes.
so we highlight them, and we are up to 2003.
Hmm.
And as always, I'm going by letterboxd because it's so much easier. So I'm going by their year of release, even though they go by festival viewing. So sometimes the year's off by
Yeah.
one.
And I go by Wikipedia. I look up the list of movies that came out in 2003, which kind of limits me because I usually stick with American films because we're just around the time now where there's like so many great Asian horror films that came out and stuff. But yeah, that's fine. Actually, we should do a podcast one day of our favorite Asian horror, like just an Asian horror podcast episode. Because that is the thing that actually got you and I like to meet as friends.
Yeah. Well,
Because
I mean, it is October, so
mm, I was stalking you on Twitter, and then one day you mentioned something about one missed call, and I was like, all right, that's it. I've got to talk to this person because that is just one of my most favorite movies of all time. Did you know how long I spent with that ringtone on my phone, like back when that, in the mid 2000s or whatever, when it was this really big deal that we could make custom ringtones. Yeah, and yeah, I messaged you and I was like, "Hey, if you ever want to like talk Asian horror or recommendations and stuff," and you're like, "Hells yes, I do." And here we are, one beautiful friendship and a podcast later.
You know what? One missed call is 2003.
Well, yeah, but I don't know if that's underseen. See, that's yeah. Although my choices are very
Yeah, I
controversial in
was just
this.
gonna say, it's weird that you just say that for that movie, considering all the other movies you think are underseen.
Shut up. I don't care. I'm going to stick with my choices. Hang on, let's see.
Okay,
Two people have seen that.
let's see.
One person seen. No one's seen that. No one's seen that. And One person's seen that. So look, I'm going by letterbox here, of course. Like,
Yeah, well, I have four movies and three of them I've never heard anyone talk about. So,
right, right. Well, I've got five movies, and yeah, look, okay. Well, I'll start then because I've got five, you got four.
yeah.
Look, my first one, it was a big movie when it came out. Okay, it's but hardly anyone talk now. If we're going by your thing about how no one talks about this film, and I know you haven't seen this film,
There's a lot of big films I haven't seen though, so I'm still waiting to see.
yeah. Oh man, now I don't want to say it, but all right, look, I'm just going to come out with it. The Recruit with Al Pacino and Colin Farrell, directed by Roger Donaldson. Um,
Okay, I think I've heard people talk about that obviously, but I would let that one through as underseen because
oh, brilliant, because this is
or at
the
least
only.
underappreciated
Oh
because
yeah, yeah, yeah.
a lot of people don't seem to like it. And it's not
Ah.
talked about considering it's Pacino and Farrell, like it doesn't
Oh, it's not
get
just
brought up a
that.
lot.
It's look, I'm kind of a sucker for like CIA recruiting storylines. And not just CIA, but things like the Kingsman and stuff. With all the sort of the agents going through their training and things like that, and stuff like that. I love.
Mm.
Um, these two were just freaking amazing. There is such a great storyline going through this film. And even Moynihan, sorry, who's the female lead in it, she was really good as well. It was directed by Roger Donaldson, who, if I'm not mistaken, was The Fugitive. Was he? Did he do The Fugitive? Um, no, apparently. Who the hell did The Fugitive then? Well, he did Cocktail, Species, Dante's Peak. I'm sure he did some good movies as well. For some
Mm.
reason, I thought he did The Fugitive.
Hey, Dante's Peak is really fun.
Hmm. Anyway, and there is a really awesome little kind of a twist at the end of this film as well that I will always love. But there was always one thing, funnily enough, the thing that stuck with me the most about this film, if we never get to talk about this film again, I've got to bring it up now.
Oh, we will,
Um,
because I've still got to get to that on my Pacino journey.
Right, right. So there's a scene where Colin Farrell's character, Bridget Moynihan's character, they get up in the morning and he's in the kitchen making breakfast, and she comes in, and I'm paraphrasing here, but she says, "What are you making?" And I'm not paraphrasing because his exact words were cheese eggs, my dad's specialty. And I've spent what 22 years wondering how the fuck can you turn cheese and eggs into a specialty? Like, what the hell? And they
Well,
don't
that
explain
obviously it just
anything.
means, like when you have a parent that's really good at making stuff.
Or was his dad that shit of a cook that he was just like, look, I've got scrambled eggs, I threw some cheese on top. This is my specialty right here.
Well,
I
probably.
that's not a specialty. That's yeah.
You are
Um
just being way too literal on this. He's
I
obviously just saying it's the thing his dad always did that was the really nice meal to have.
This has lived in my head for 22 years, and I'm not even joking. Because lately I've been making scrambled eggs with cheese and spinach, and sometimes chopped tomato for my twins for breakfast. And sometimes I think to myself, like, actually, nearly every time I think of cheese eggs from The Recruit, and I'm like, is this the cheese eggs? Like, does it have spinach? Does it have maybe some Tabasco in it? Like, I'm not giving that to the kids, but oh man. Okay, stay tuned. There's going to be another podcast episode when Frankie watches The Recruit where we're going to discuss the cheese eggs and why they were his dad's specialty. And you're going to laugh your ass off when you watch this movie finally and that scene comes up. You're just going to be like, oh, for fuck's sake, that's the cheese eggs. Um,
Well, if you ever
yeah.
get to interview Colin Farrell, can
Oh,
get his
yes.
take on it.
And if I ever interview Roger Donaldson, I must remember not to say, "So, man, The Fugitive was such a great film," and he'll be like,
Yeah.
"Yeah, I really enjoyed that film too." It's like, oh shit, cheese eggs. What can you tell me?
Mm.
No. Anyway, I love how 90% of my take on this film was about cheese eggs, but yeah, there you go.
Well,
Yeah.
I have a Colin Farrell film as well.
Oh, he did it. He did like at least three movies that year. I noticed.
Mm.
Yeah, that
Busy
wasn't
times.
meant to be a showstopper.
Well,
I'm
yeah,
just
I mean, just okay. Yes, it's a
yeah.
fact.
Please continue.
So this movie is called Intermission. It's
Mm,
a sort of ensemble movie, with a sort of central couple that it's that kind of movie where things happen with them that kind of affect other people and all these other things are going on in this town.
hmm
And the I like the movie. It's not a favorite, but it is one of my favorite Colin Farrell performances. The opening scene involves him, and I'm not going to say anything about it because I wouldn't want to
hmm
spoil the viewing of it.
hmm
But yes, I would say this movie is worth watching just for his character in it.
Right, right.
Also has Cillian Murphy, which is how it got on my
hmm
radar.
Yep.
So yes.
I was just thinking it wasn't Phone Booth because that was the year before. I've got to find it because I'm sure I saw that there were three movies from
Hang
that
on, let me
year. Hang on.
sort
Oh my
by.
God, no, there's not. There's five movies from that year. The Recruit, Daredevil, Veronica Guerin, SWAT, and Intermission. He did five movies that year. Wow. That's that's being busy. Yeah.
Hmm.
All right, my next movie. Look, it's apparently nowadays it's a controversial one. But that is a movie called Boat Trip. With Cuba Gooding Jr., Horatio Sands, Vivica A.
See.
Fox is in it. Roger Moore is in this film, and he is freaking amazing. Sorry, what were you going to say?
I was just going to say, this is the perfect kind of movie for this because I've never even heard of it.
Exactly. You've never heard of it. I think I took it home one night. I was when I was working in a video store. I just, thought let's give it a look. And it was one of those movies that I just found hilariously funny. And it's just one of those movies that I used to sometimes just put on randomly at night when I was going to bed, like going to sleep and, drift off to sleep to it because it's so well, I was going to say harmless. Apparently, it's not because it offends gay people or people who stick up for gay rights and stuff. So, yeah, it's basically about two guys who go on a cruise looking for love, and they don't realize that they've gone on a all gay cruise. And yeah, that's it. That's the storyline. So yeah, apparently this movie is highly offensive now because it makes fun of gay people or whatever. Like it, it doesn't. It just, so Roger Moore, yeah, plays the most flamboyant gay person that you could ever imagine. But yeah, I will stand by it. I think this movie's hilariously funny. And admittedly, I have not watched it in a really, really long time, but yeah, it's a bit of a favorite. So
Hmm.
there you go. Yeah, controversial opinion. Yeah.
All right, I'm just going to throw in a quick one because we were talking about Adam Beach recently when we talked about Wind
hmm
Talkers.
Yep.
Um, there is a movie series that was done based on book characters from Tony Hillerman books.
hmm
Um, Lee Pawn and Chi, and Adam Beach plays Jim Chi in these movies.
Right.
And 2003, one came out called Coyote Waits. And so these are just like probably TV movies.
hmm
I did buy a DVD that had all of them.
hmm
And yeah, so it's basically just mystery series. Jim Chee's a cop and Lee Pawn is like the veteran kind of detective. And they
hmm
they kind of come together on a case and keep sort of working together. The books, Tony Hillerman died and his daughter kept writing the books, and I think they're up to like 20, maybe almost 30 books now.
Oh, okay. Wow.
I've got to catch up. I'm a bit behind.
Same.
I've read I don't know, like 12 of them or something, but
Have a guess how
yeah,
many I've read.
I don't need to. Like
Yeah.
I already know.
Yeah. It's
But yeah, I
zero.
just thought it's very niche, but I thought I would just throw that out there.
hmm Cool. Okay. My next one is a movie that I once again guaranteed the I reckon you probably would have heard of it, but I guarantee that it's underrated, underseen, and that is A Mighty Wind. Have you seen? Well, I don't think you've seen it because but you've heard of it?
No.
Oh, wow. See, this is what I mean. This is why I love reeling. This is
Yeah,
this
this
is
is how you do
directed
it.
this is directed by Christopher Guest, who was Nigel Tufnell in Spinal Tap. And it is another one of his completely improvised mockumentary films. Three eclectic, never quite famous folk bands come together for the first time in decades following the death of their manager to put on a reunion concert in his honor at the request of his son. It's got basically the staple of people that were in like this, Best in Show, all of these films. Christopher Guest, Eugene Levy, Jane Lynch, Michael McKean is in this one, Parker Posey, Harry Shearer. So like all the Spinal Tap guys are back in this one. Fred Willard is in this one. Ed Begley Jr. Like so many people. But yeah, it's like this group, even though I know Rob Reiner directed this as Spinal Tap, but it was written by him and the three other guys. But um, I mean, none of these films I thought ever quite got to that peak. But this one is pretty close though. Yeah, it is a really really funny movie, and again, yeah, the whole thing was totally improvised. So I just love those kind of films. So yeah, no, highly recommended this one.
Hmm.
Mm,
Well, my next one is a comedy too.
excellent.
It is called Grand Theft
Oh,
Parsons.
far out. I thought you were about to say the movie that I'm picking next, which starts with the same letters. Grand Theft Parsons with Johnny Knoxville, right?
Yes,
Yeah.
and Michael Shannon
Ah, right.
with a long-haired hippie look.
Mm-hmm.
Not like super long hair, but
Yeah,
for
yeah.
him, long hair.
Mm-hmm.
And Christina Applegate as well.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm just trying to remember the exact plot. It was very
I have
wow.
not seen that film
Yeah,
in a
the
very long
synopsis.
time.
Basically, two men, a hearse, a dead rock star, 5 gallons of petrol, and a promise. So yeah, I think the guy made a promise to the friend when he died to do whatever. So they're like
Mm-hmm.
stealing the body to
Mm.
go and do the thing. I don't remember. I gave it 4 stars.
Wow.
Um,
I'll have to check that one out again one day.
it's pretty fun from memory,
Mm.
but also I did watch that during my Shannon September. So
Mm-hmm.
obviously Michael Shannon being in it
Mm.
as a hippie guy
Yeah.
with longer hair is
Yeah, yeah. Bit of a draw
kind of
card.
really added for my experience watching it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. All right, my next one is Grind. Which is a kind of a skate movie that came out in 2003. Four skaters follow their idol on his summer tour in an attempt to get noticed, get sponsored, and become stars themselves. It's mostly the cast of this film. So, in the leads, you got Mike Vogel, who was in Cloverfield, Vince Vieluf, who I remember from Rat Race, Adam Brody, who's in everything, and Joey Kern,
Mhm.
who was in Cabin Fever. But you've also got Bam Margera, Jason London, Tom Green, and a whole bunch of professional skaters like Bucky Lasek. Few jackass people like Wee Man and Preston Lacey. Randy Quaid is in this. Bobcat Goldthwait. There's so many people in this movie. I checked it out because this was around the time um, where, oh, was it? What was it, a year before or something? I don't know, but it was around the time when Viva La Bam came out and like Bam Margera's is like the biggest thing ever, and so I wanted to check that out. He's not in it much, but I do love there's a GIF that a lot of people keep using, where he just sort of does this thing where he's like walking past this girl and he just sort of does this dismissing kind of a thing, and I see that GIF around so often, which always makes me laugh. But
Who's
yeah, but
the sorry, keep going.
no, 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 go on.
Oh, I was just gonna say in the letterboxed thing, who's the
Yeah,
guy on the right?
that is Joey Kern, who was in Cabin Fever. He was the final guy who like came out and was like, oh, I lived, I made it, yay, and then gets shot to smithereens. Spoiler alert for Cabin Fever. Yeah, whatever. That movie came out the
Oh,
year
he was
after.
in Lucky You as well.
Oh, all of these people have been in a ton of things. Jennifer Morrison as well, who I think I mostly know her from the TV series Once Upon a Time. Yeah, so yeah, a whole lot of really great people in it. And yeah, it was just a good fun movie. The director had only ever done one more movie in 2014. Wow, that's kind of weird. Like, always fascinates me when people do a movie, especially like with a huge cast of big name people and then vanish.
Well, unless
Um,
they did TV or other things.
yeah,
But
possibly.
maybe they just couldn't get funding for another one.
Yeah, yeah, which is weird, but anyway. Yeah, so no, I dig that movie. Oh, I can't wait to talk about my next one, so hurry up.
Um, so my last one is one that I randomly found years and years and years ago,
hmm
because Carl McLaughlin is in it for a minute.
Our friend Kyle MacLachlan, who we've been to
Yes.
the movies with. Yep, yep.
Um, it's called North Fork, and
Ah,
no one's ever talked about it. I've never
there it is.
seen it mentioned or anything. Nobbins actually watched it because of me talking about it,
Yeah,
and he also enjoyed it, gave it
right.
4.5 stars.
Wow.
But yes, this movie has a lot of well-known people in. It's a weird movie. It's got a vibe, but it's
Mm,
basically set in the 50s, and there's a big flood coming, and these men come to town to try and get there's people that don't want to leave their homes, and so they're
hmm
trying to get them to leave before the whole area gets flooded. And
hmm
there's also this sick boy who is orphaned, so he's staying with the priest in this little church, and he's um, they're trying to get him adopted, and he's sort of having these dreams in his fevers and of going to this place where these weird people are who
hmm
are Ben Foster, who I really love in that
Oh
role,
yeah.
and Anthony Edwards, um, Daryl Hannah, and who was the other guy? There was
I
another
don't
guy.
know.
Anyway, and so and yeah, there's just a whole, I can't explain it, but it's just a very sort of like it's not a realistic movie. There's that
hmm
weird feeling, not just in the sort of
hmm
sequence dreams, but it's one of those ones where there's sort of meaning into what's happening, and you can maybe
Yeah,
not on the
right.
first view, but maybe on later ones, you'll sort of go, oh, okay, you see this in this scene, and that relates to
hmm
what's happening there. But yeah, and it has really cool music. So yes, I love this film so
Right.
much. And it just makes me sad that no one seems to really talk about it or know
Well,
it exists. I wouldn't have really known. I don't know how I would have found it, except I don't know if it was Twin Peaks time, like the first
mm,
time I discovered Twin Peaks, but I was just looking for Carl McLaughlin films,
yeah,
and
right.
he was in this one. So
hmm
yeah.
Well, one day I will watch it and give it back to you because I've had it sitting on my shelf
Mm.
for coming up on 4 years soon. Yeah, because we're coming up on our friendversary this month because I think from memory, I think that was the 21st of October, 2020. Wow, one or 2020. Shit, I can't remember now. It must have been 2021. We couldn't have known each other for 5 years, surely. Um,
Yeah,
but
I
yeah, we
don't
we
know.
threw each other a big pile of movies to get to know each other, and Norfolk was one of the ones that I have sitting right there and ready to hand back one day. So yeah, I will get around to it. Mark my word.
Yeah, and then I
Um,
will know two people who have seen it.
yes, yay. So my final movie, and yeah, I know you've heard of this film because we've talked about this film, and it is on your want to watch list. It's on three people's want to watch list, and only one person has seen it. And that is, of course, Shattered Glass, which oh my God, this movie is so brilliant. Out of the five that I've picked, I would say this one is the best. So it stars Hayden Christensen, and look, anyone who bases his acting ability on the Star Wars prequels and says, "Oh, this guy like can't act for anything," like he is a really, really good actor. That was all the fault of the director. Like George Lucas does not know how to get performances out of people. If you really want to see a great performance of his, check out this movie. It is the true story of fraudulent Washington, D.C. journalist Stephen Glass, who rose to meteoric heights as a young writer in his 20s, becoming a staff writer at the New Republic for 3 years. The New Republic was this magazine that was like so widely read. They bragged that it was like read on Air Force One and stuff. Looking for a shortcut to fame, Glass concocted sources, quotes, and even entire stories, but his deception did not go unnoticed forever, and eventually his world came crumbling down. So you got, like I said, Hayden Christensen, Peter Sarsgaard is in this, Chloe Sevigny, Rosario Dawson, Melanie Linsky, Hank Azaria, Steve Zahn. There's like so many great people in it, but the thing with this film, when this guy's stories start becoming unraveled, it's like when he starts putting lie upon lie upon lie to get out of things and everything, like it's a hard movie to watch because you genuinely like this guy. He's actually like a really nice guy. He's not like a evil person or anything. But then yeah, once you get scenes where like Peter Sarsgaard, his editor, is like, okay, you're telling me that this interview happened at this place, like take me there and show me where it happened. And he's like, okay. And so they get there and it's like completely wrong. And he's got to try and lie his way out of things like, and it just gets you. You almost get a pressure headache in this movie because you're just like, oh my God, just fucking come clean and tell the truth. Like, stop lying. And it's so fascinating because it's real. It is absolutely a true story. It wasn't just sort of based on a true story or whatever. Like, apparently, nearly everything in this movie that takes place actually happened. Yeah, oh my God, I can't recommend this movie strongly enough. It is an absolute freaking masterpiece. And yeah, I'm already wanting to watch it again just after talking about it now. So, yeah, that's the end of my reeling. Yeah. All right. Well, there you go. That's a bunch of tasty picks from 2003. Amazingly enough, all of mine actually passed security. Well, the only one I thought might get stopped at the door and Cooper would have been The Recruit because yeah, but it was even though it was a you know big name movie, like no one still saw it. So yeah, yeah. All right. Well. What do you say we go and find out if our friend Nobbins is around for some Nobbins knowledge? I reckon for this one, we'll go and change back into our clothes that we were wearing last time. We'll change the daylight settings and everything.
Yeah, I'll
Just
go set
to
up in the other room.
go set up in the other room. Yeah. Oh, look, whatever. Here it is. Nobbins Knowledge. Have fun. Look who it is, everybody. It is Mr. Nobbins, fresh from something that made him all fresh. I don't know where I'm going with this. How you doing,
Yeah.
Nobbins?
I'm good, thank you, Daniel. How are you?
I'm good, except for that whole fresh remark, which I'm now deeply regretting, but
Yeah,
I'm gonna own it, I just don't even care.
I don't feel
Um,
particularly fresh. I mean, I've
with your
been,
Black Death shirt.
yeah,
Yeah. He's like, wow, I'm so fresh during this
unfresh.
plague.
Classic.
Yes, the bodies are lining up in the street with fresh sheets over them, but I'm feeling capital. Yeah.
So the so in the Black Death period, you're thinking they use fresh sheets, the good sheets to cover the dead.
Oh,
They
absolutely. I
launder
mean,
them
come on.
first and
Show
then
some respect,
cover the
Like,
bodies.
here's my finest satin bed linen. Like, yes, I'll put that over my deceased wife. No problem. Yeah. Wow. Where is this even going? I don't
Accents
know.
sure were wacky back in the olden days.
Oh, yes, weren't they? Oh, goodness me. Nobbins, why are you here? What are you doing?
I do ask myself that quite often.
Yes,
Um,
yes. I don't mean in an existential, deep,
yeah,
meaningful sort
my
of Black
parents
Death way,
met
but
and, they fell in love,
did
etc.
they
And
though?
that's what they told me. I wasn't there at
Yeah.
the time, so I've got
Well, you
nothing
kind of
to.
were. Like, just
Yeah, can we just do some trivia?
yes. Let's move on before I say something along the lines of you being inside your daddy's ball sack. So yes, why are you here?
So we're doing trivia, as Frankie
Oh,
so rightly said.
yeah, yeah.
We're on our quest to 137, and
We are.
every month I turn up and ask you both 20 questions.
Mm-hmm.
You answer them or you don't. Get a point if it's right.
Mm-hmm.
Get no points if it's wrong.
What?
Um,
Since
and
when?
since well, forever.
Oh, fair
And
enough.
yeah, at the end of the 20 questions, we add up the score and we see how far we're going.
This is
Uh,
revolutionary. Like no
it
one's
is
ever done a format like this before,
surely
ever.
not. No.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
So
Wow.
as it stands, after quite a few rounds, we have
Oh yeah.
Frankie in the lead on 74, and
Ooh.
you're currently trailing by 5 on 69.
Yeah. I don't know if I want to. Which one's cooler,
Well,
69 or 137? I don't know.
Well,
Yeah, I'm not going to explain the whole
no.
137 thing to the audience out
No,
there.
if you know, you
Yeah.
know.
Yes, I
Mm.
K. No, if you, I Y K
yeah, just
N
don't
O
even.
P.
Mm.
I don't
Yeah.
know. Anyway, yeah. All
So
right.
this month's format's a little bit different. We're going with a mastermind type format. So I'm going to
Ooh.
ask one of you 10
Oh,
questions
yep.
on your preferred subject, which you've let me know in advance what that's going to
Hmm.
be. You won't have a buzzer because it will be directed at you. If you get it wrong,
Ooh.
then your opponent has the opportunity to jump in and steal that point.
Far out.
All right.
I
So,
feel very pressured. I picked a rather large scale topic. I should have just picked like one movie or something,
yes,
but
but it's
Yeah.
okay.
but I just yeah.
Want to
Mm.
challenge
It's
yourself.
it's a nice topic.
Mm,
I just don't know how to
yeah.
Oh.
go because I'm really bad at remembering details, so that could get tricky depending what questions you've come up with.
Mm.
So you will have two lifelines that you can call on if you're unsure of a question. You can
Oh.
either choose between a 50-50, where I'll give you the correct answer and an incorrect answer that you can choose from,
Or phone a
or
friend. I'll ring Frankie and be like, "Hey, do you know the answer to this
yeah,
question?"
nope, do not.
That would
And
be
then
so funny, wouldn't it?
and the second lifeline would be initials, where I will tell you the initials of the answer.
Ah, okay. All right. Well, that sounds like fun.
So who wants to go first? Should we toss for it,
I'll go
or
I'm just
first
testing out one of my
because
lifelines here.
I want to get it done.
fair enough?
He's actually calling. I,
Ah, she hung up. That's rude. Anyway, all right.
All right, well, let's get started
Um,
then. So, Frankie's going first. You want to tell everyone your specialist subject, Frankie?
Michael Shannon movies.
Excellent.
I was just going to
ah.
say Michael Shannon, and then I thought I don't know a lot about him,
Oh,
so I'll make it the
right.
movies.
And I now see how there's a crossover happening.
Yeah. I know I was very confused at first, and then I thought about it and went, "Oh, yeah, that
Yes,
must
yeah,
be what it is."
that's
Okay,
We'll
fine.
see.
what do you think my topic is before we go any further?
Something related to Superman or DC, that
Maybe.
ballpark. Yeah.
uh, maybe.
All right, well,
We'll
shall
get
we
to
get
that.
started? Yeah.
We
Yeah.
should get started. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, Frankie.
Oh,
So, for which 2008 movie, co-starring Leonardo DiCaprio and Kate Winslet, did Michael Shannon receive his first Academy Award nomination?
really? Revolutionary Road. And
Yes,
I didn't know that, but yeah, he steals the show in that movie. He's
Wow.
so fun.
Well
correct.
done.
So Michael Shannon has a long-standing collaboration with director Jeff Nichols. In which of his films does he play a father plagued by apocalyptic visions?
Midnight Special. No, wait, no, sorry.
Oh,
I got stuck on father. It was
No,
Take Shelter. What?
no. Sorry, I have to take your first answer.
Oh, you didn't say that.
oh, come on. That is just like that's just how these things work.
Anyway, I knew the answer.
You did, but you didn't say it. And
Yeah,
so,
but
Frank,
still.
Dan, would you like to try and steal that?
I don't feel like that's fair, but I'm going to do it anyway. Is it Take Shelter?
It is Take Shelter. Yes, well done.
Wow, man, love that movie. Love that movie. Solid 10 out of 10. Easy.
Michael Shannon received a second Oscar nomination for playing the detective Bobby Anders in which 2016 thriller?
Detective. Mm.
Hmm. Geez, for someone who's a massive Michael Shannon fan, you don't know much, do you? Ah, my goodness. Is there a timer?
I don't remember him being a detective.
Oh,
What's that? I'm trying to think what came out in 2016.
uh, my YouTube channel.
Would you like a lifeline?
Oh, yeah, you got lifelines.
All right, I'll take a lifeline. I
Okay,
will
give me a
take
call. I'll tell you.
the. I'll do the. Oh, which one?
Hmm. Do you want a
50-50.
lifeline to pick which lifeline you want? Like,
Okay, is it either 99 Homes or Nocturnal Animals?
Oh,
ah,
Nocturnal Animals.
Yes.
of course.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was a good movie.
Well, was it?
Yeah.
Hmm. According to you.
Hmm.
Yeah.
In The Iceman, Michael Shannon portrays what real life notorious contract
Oh.
killer?
Ooh.
Oh, see, this is remembering a name of someone.
Mm.
Oh
No,
no.
I have no
Would you
idea.
would you like your second lifeline?
No.
No.
I think I need to save it.
Dan,
Initials wouldn't help me
no.
remember.
Which real life killer? Was it that guy? The Jackal.
Yes, correct.
Are you no, are you
No,
kidding
no,
me?
it wasn't.
Oh fuck, don't do that to me.
It was Richard.
Carlos. Carlos the Jackal something or other. That was his name.
Yeah, no, it was Richard Kuklinski.
Cock
Kuklinski?
what? Richard Cock
Kuklinski.
Dick
Yeah,
Cocklinsky.
Yeah.
that guy.
Yeah.
There's no way I was gonna remember that
No.
name.
Yeah, me neither. Because I haven't seen it.
In the Christmas comedy The Night Before, what is the name of the mysterious drug dealer portrayed by Michael Shannon?
Carlos the
Carlos the drug dealer.
I I don't know.
Don't know.
No.
Would you like to guess, Dan?
No, I really wouldn't. Carlos the drug dealer sounds
Yeah,
great. Like,
it
yeah,
was
Carlos Cockdicksky.
it was Mr. Green.
Oh, that would have been my second guess.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Michael Shannon portrays George Westinghouse, the rival of Thomas Edison, in which 2017 historical drama?
Easy.
Oh.
Wow, aren't you glad you picked Michael Shannon movies?
This could
See, this
really.
is why I knew that this one was going to be terrible because it's remembering details of things.
Mm,
Oh
And
no.
there's only so,
That's kind of how trivia games
Yeah.
usually
Yes,
work.
I know. But like in our previous rounds, we've had multiple choice answers, so that can
That is
help.
true. That is true.
And
Hey,
I
you've
just
got
my mind
lifelines?
keeps going to Einstein and Eddington, but which is obviously a very different thing. And I'm trying to think what the
Is
movie
it though?
was. Yeah, it is. It's a different movie. with
Yeah.
different people.
Fair enough.
Um,
Hmm.
all right, give me the initials. I probably don't need to
Ooh.
worry about saving a lifeline.
The initials are TCW.
Ah,
Oh,
yes.
uh,
The children's wedding. Uh,
the current war.
Correct. Well
ooh.
done.
Oh, that's a clever title, isn't it? Because
It is.
oh, wow.
Hmm.
I was going to say fridge versus light bulb, the epic tale of inventions, but yeah, there you
Yes.
go.
Maybe they
Well
should have gone
done.
with it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
Uh,
well.
in the action film Premium Rush, Michael Shannon's character is pursuing a bike messenger in order to get his hands on what?
His dick. I don't know why. Yeah.
Um, it's papers. Is it
Yeah, it is, but what kind of paper?
I don't
Mm,
remember. Is it a
fat stacks of paper.
contract?
Ah,
No, not a contract.
no.
Dan,
What year did this movie come out, may I ask?
you may.
Okay, great. I would say toilet paper because I'm going to guess this movie came out around the time of the pandemic, and of course, toilet paper was an act like a luxury commodity, and it was fought over in supermarket
Mhm.
aisles and stuff like that. And so, his character is like in lockdown, but he sees this bike rider going along with like just stacks of toilet paper. He's like, "Oh my God!" So like runs after
Mm.
him like. Give me that teepee for my bunghole.
Yeah, no, it actually came out in 2012. Um, so,
Yeah, no, it was a story about a potential pandemic that comes out. Like that's how movies work, you know. I
mm.
mean, have you ever even seen a movie, Nobbins? Anyway,
No,
just give me the
not
point.
yet.
Let's move on.
It was a
Great.
betting ticket.
Mm.
Was it
That
though?
was a pretty fun movie.
That was a good movie.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
loved
Mm.
it.
yeah. So in The Flash,
Oh,
Michael Shannon reprises his role as General Zod,
hmm.
but from an alternative timeline.
Mm.
What difference is there between that version of Zod in The Flash and the one who died in Man of Steel? What did he do that Man of Steel Zod didn't do?
I don't even remember Man of Steel
Fuck.
now.
Uh,
Um,
oh shit, even I don't know this one. Um, uh, uh, oh, hmm. I'm gonna use my lifeline, which is Superman himself. He's
I
here to give me the answer.
I don't remember.
Don't
He was
remember?
barely in the Flash.
Shit.
It's
I
true.
I don't.
Uh,
Yeah, I don't
I mean, he
remember.
was in that big scene.
he was.
Mm.
Uh, so what was the question again? Because I'm obviously gonna steal this.
So General Zod in The Flash
Yeah,
is from an alternative timeline.
yeah.
What did he achieve that the other Zod didn't achieve or wasn't able to achieve?
Um, so Frankie, are you officially out of this one, or are you still thinking?
Yeah, no, I don't think I'll get it.
I hate myself for not just readily knowing this. Like I feel like I've let comic book nerds around the world down in a big way. But did it have something to do with Supergirl? Did it? No, it didn't. Fuck. Yeah. Look, I don't know. I pass.
So the alternative Zod managed to conquer Earth and terraform it and kill everyone, whereas
Oh
other Zod
yeah,
didn't.
there was that minor detail.
That minor
Sorry, I didn't
detail.
realize. I didn't realize. I thought you were after something more important. Yeah. Oops. Oh, wow.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Just that minor difference between the two versions. Yeah,
Yeah,
one
yeah,
successfully achieved his
whatever.
lifelong dream, and the
That
other
was just like that was just like a line of dialogue that was just, blink and you'll miss it. Like blink your ears and you'll miss it. Yeah, whoops. Anyway, please
anyway.
keep going. I'm embarrassed.
In Nichols' recent movie, The Bike Riders, what is the name of the motorcycle club leader that Michael Shannon plays?
Hmm.
That Michael Shannon's not the leader. Not that it matters because I don't remember any of their names.
Oh,
That's Tom Hardy, isn't it? Michael Shannon's just the.
Oh, sorry, what was the name of the motorcycle club person that he
the
plays?
Michael Club.
The Michael Club.
Yeah.
The Michael Cycle Club.
Yeah.
What's the name of the Michael Shannon character in The Bike Riders? There we go.
Yeah,
Oh,
just
I like Michael Cycle Club.
yeah, Michael Cycle.
Yeah, I don't know. He's a minor character, and I don't have a good memory, so I don't know.
Dan, would you like
I
to
don't know.
do that?
Uh, does it start with Robert?
Yes.
No, it
No.
doesn't. I don't believe anything you say.
No.
Does it
You
start with
shouldn't.
Eric?
Hey, you don't get
No.
multiple
Does
guesses.
it start with Stephen?
No.
I don't know then.
Zipco was
Oh,
his name.
That's
whatever.
right.
What?
Yeah.
That's not a name.
Well, it's
You just made
unique
that
enough
up.
to stand out.
That's
So
not real. You just
Mm.
made that up.
in
Zip code.
zip code.
Yeah,
In
whatever.
in the Shape of Water, what is the name of the character that Michael Shannon plays?
I don't know.
He's a government agent in that
Yeah,
movie.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Come on. Come on. You know this. Phone a friend. Ring me up. Come on.
I don't remember character names unless it's like a favorite movie I've seen a million times.
I can
I
confirm this.
don't.
Like there are so many times when we're
Mm.
talking about movies, she's like, "Oh, and he plays this character. Oh, what was his name?" And she'll have to go and do the tappity tappity tap on the thing. Like,
Yeah.
yeah.
Any idea, Dan?
No. I've seen the film.
Mm.
I saw it on the big screen
I've
even,
seen it a
but
couple of times, but
well,
still,
there you
it's
go. I
It was
saw it one time.
Richard Strickland.
Ah, good old Dick Strick.
Dick Strickland.
Dicky Stricky.
Well, that was definitely questions.
oh, done.
Yeah,
Okay, good.
wow.
Yeah.
Hmm.
You did manage to get three right, and well, four if you include the one that you didn't.
Oh, I think you're gonna
Hmm.
catch up, Dan.
Well, we'll see. I don't know. I mean,
You have the memory for things.
What is your subject, Dan? Would you
my
like?
subject is DC films.
Mm.
Not just the DCU and the DCEU, but DC films, in general. So, but after hearing the caliber of questions there, I'm scared, especially because we both fucked up a very obvious answer for a DC question. So I've lost my confidence. Yeah. Let's just see how we go.
Let's jump in and see how we go.
Let's do it.
What's the real name of Master Assassin Deadshot in 2016 Suicide Squad?
Floyd. Oh my God. I know it's Floyd, and I've forgotten his freaking surname. Oh, well, Floyd, but that's it. Like, you don't need, that's his name. It's Floyd.
Gonna need a surname, sorry.
Oh, you didn't say that though.
Well, that when I say real name, I'm not asking about his.
Oh man, I have gone blank on his freaking name.
Frankie's going, yes, come on.
I'm gonna have to pass. I don't believe
Pass.
this.
Would you like to
Ah,
try and steal Frankie?
I have no idea.
It is Floyd Lawton.
oh, fuck, that was it. Yep. Okay.
That
Oh
correct answer
man.
was, in fact, the correct answer. Yeah, who would have thought?
Yeah. Yeah.
In
Uh,
Shazam, what are the
yep.
names of the seven deadly sins that are released from their prison statues?
Uh um ooh, been a while since I've seen this one. And I mean, one would think it was, the seven sins. So greed, pride, wrath, sloth, lust, envy, and the other one?
Doing well so far, but gonna need that other one.
Wrath.
You said that one already.
Ah, hang on. Uh, sloth, wrath, pride, lust, envy, greed, Gwyneth Paltrow. No.
Correct.
Oh fuck! What are the seven deadly sins? Okay, get Morgan Freeman's voice in my head when he's in the police room and he's like, there are seven deadly sins. Um, Pride. That was the other one.
Yes.
Yeah, but it's
You already
after
said
all
that one.
that. Oh fuck! What? Pride, wrath, lust, envy, sloth, greed. Uh,
And the seventh one.
Grumpy. No, dog.
Do you
It's
want?
not anger. It's not anger. Hey, let's go through the movie. So there was this gluttony, gluttony.
Yes.
Yay. So is it them after all
That's
that?
it. Yeah.
Oh, fuck. Thank God for that. Although maybe they changed up the mythology a bit and had like,
No,
sins
it's
that
just a
were
straight.
specific
Yeah.
for the story. Oh, okay.
We got there. So, which race of beings created the Green Lantern Corps, as explained in the 2011 Green Lantern movie?
Which race of beings? The Oh, wow. I thought I knew stuff. It was um uh, I mean the planet is called Oa. Do I get that? Like,
No,
can you change the question to which planet is the like home command center planet thingy?
no.
Fuck. Um Owens.
Owens.
Yeah, like
It's random.
Wilson, uh and Uncle Owen from Star Wars.
Hmm.
And yeah, look, fuck it, I don't know.
Don't know.
Frankie, you want to jump in?
Do you want a
No,
lifeline, Dan?
I've never seen that movie.
Uh no, I don't want a lifeline.
Fair enough. It's Guardians of the Universe.
Oh, was it?
Mm.
Oh, okay. Fair enough.
So, which Kryptonian monster does Lex Luthor create to kill Superman in Batman versus Superman: Dawn of?
Doomsday.
Yeah. In Joker, what is the full name of the talk show host played by Robert De Niro?
Oh, Murray. It's Murray something, right?
River.
I don't know why I want to say Watts. Uh, why is that coming out? Murray Watts? Was that it? Murray Watts? That's my answer.
No. Frankie?
Fuck.
Oh, I just like read a thing about this recently.
Oh.
Um,
Hmm.
no, I don't remember.
It was Murray Franklin River, but just Murray
What?
Franklin.
Franklin. Damn it. Ah. So many of these I'm half right. I'm like, oh, it's Floyd something. It's Murray something. It's fucking yeah.
Yeah.
Urgh.
What's the name of the giant psychic alien starfish that's the main antagonist in The Suicide Squad?
I know this.
I thought you would
Uh,
just go,
I know this because
Mm.
boom.
he was featured on the front cover of the very first issue of Justice League America. Um, something yellow. Oh my God. Okay, Lifeline 50-50 because I'm gonna know it when I hear it.
Yeah. So is it Starro the Conqueror?
Yes, yes, it is. It wasn't something yellow, it was Starro the Conqueror. Yeah.
That's
What
good.
was the other 50-50, by the way?
Don't know. I was just going to make that up.
Murray Watts.
Starro is
Uh,
something else. But
yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. Starro the Conqueror. Absolutely. 100%.
In Aquaman, Arthur
Yes.
Curry must retrieve what ancient Atlantean artifact to claim his place as king
The Trident.
of?
Atlanta. Atlanta. Yes, Atlanta. At last, the trident. I have it. I am the king of the world. Um, yep, it's the trident of Tridentia. It's the it's the trident of giant forks. It's the Oh my goodness. It has a name. It's Murray the Trident. Um,
Murray the
it's
Trident River.
yes. Oh, I don't know.
You don't
Go
know?
on, Frankie. Tell us what it is.
I don't know.
It's the Trident of Atlan.
Of
Mm.
Bethlehem.
Atlan.
I said that.
But
Admittedly, it was followed by
by a lot of
TR
other
and TIS
nonsense.
and
Yeah.
tut and stuff, but I
You did.
technically did say it.
Mm.
Mm.
Just like
I
Frankie
could.
technically did
I'm
say
I'm gonna
the correct
edit this
answer.
episode so it has me saying that and everything. There's gonna be controversy.
You should be able to get this one at least. What is the name of Harley Quinn's pet hyena who makes an appearance in Birds of Prey?
Now, uh, it was Bruce in the film.
Yes.
Yeah, because in the comics she has two hyenas, Bud and Lou, and so
Yes.
they changed that in the film. So yeah, it was Brucey.
Correct.
Yeah.
In Constantine, what is the
Oh,
name of the powerful half-bred angel played by Tilda Swinton?
Tilda Swinton. Yeah, I know. I'm never gonna remember that. It's been many years since I've seen that film, which I did enjoy. Um, so yeah, Frankie, this one's all yours.
I haven't seen it.
Oh,
Would you like to guess?
No.
Guess an
Murray
angel name.
Lutz. Yeah,
Any angel name.
yeah.
No.
Bartleby.
Gabriel, the most famous angel.
Hmm.
Is it though?
Mm, yeah, it
Well, fair
really
enough.
is. Okay, last question for you, Dan. In The
Oh,
Dark Knight Rises, what is the name of the deputy police commissioner played by Matthew Modine?
oh. Well, I got one lifeline left, so
You
let's
do.
go the initials.
PF.
Oh, Peter Franklin. No, Philip
Poker
Hey,
face.
Fontaine.
you gave an answer.
It was Penelope Fudge Packer. It was Pride and Prejudice. No, yeah, I don't
Would you,
know.
would you like to
Yeah.
guess, Frankie?
What, PF?
Mm.
Yeah, Police Force. My name is Police Force. I was born for this job.
Pizza. Free.
Pizza Face.
Um,
Oh, damn it.
Paul Fontaine.
It was Peter Foley.
Yeah.
Oh, Axel's brother. Yeah,
Mm.
yeah, of course.
Dun, 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 dun,
So,
dun, 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 dun. So yeah, so Dan, you got four right, and Frankie, you
oh,
got
Oh,
three right.
that's embarrassing.
wow.
Is that including the points for the? Hang on, did I steal any of Frankie? Yeah, I did. I stole one
You
off
did.
Frankie.
So
Yeah, the one I said
yeah.
first.
So
Yeah,
Dan, you got 5 points overall, but you got
Yes.
four of your own right.
yeah, that's fine. I'm happy with that.
So yeah, 8 out of 20 questions right between the two of you. Well done.
Wow,
And
that's
Frankie had
that's
got
actually embarrassing.
if Frankie had have just taken a moment to pause with Take Shelter, it would have been four each.
Yeah,
Yep.
I was
Ah,
excited
well.
because
You
you were
were.
talking about
Yeah.
Michael Shannon and Jeff Nichols.
I didn't like most of the questions I was given. Can we maybe do it again? But can I write the questions?
So after that, the running totals now, Frankie, you're on 77, and Dan, you're on 74. Getting
Ooh, it's
closer.
such a close competition. I love it.
Mm.
I'm
And
I'm actually genuinely happy that it's not like, 77 and 32 or something crazy like that. Like I love that it's so close. Like, yeah.
next time we'll be back to the multiple choice answers, and we might get some more right.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, if
Quite
we do
possibly
this
so.
again, I'll have to narrow it down. Like maybe pick
Yeah.
a movie so I can study character names.
My next one is going to be the first 5 minutes of Deadly Prey. Like just that. Uh, not even a full movie. Yeah.
I look forward to that.
Um,
We'll give it a crack
yes.
in another few months.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. Nobbins, that was a lot of fun. Despite the absolutely abysmal outcomes from both of us. Yeah, that was a lot of fun. So thank you very much for taking the time to craft some really shit questions and
Some very
uh,
specific questions.
very, yeah, very specific. That's a more diplomatic way of saying it. They weren't shit. They were just very specific. So yeah, no, thank you very much for that, and yeah, we'll catch
Pleasure.
you on the next round.
Indeed. Have a good
All
month.
right,
Mm.
take it easy.
Bye.
Bye. Well, there you go. That was trivia that happened just now. Like seriously, we've just gone back and got changed again. Like we're crazy. No, but no. That was a lot of fun. Yeah. Are you happy that you chose Michael Shannon films? Are you
Well, I mean, no. Um, I didn't think about all the questions relating to people's names, and
Hmm.
that's never like easy for me to remember
Hmm.
character names and things.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
yeah, I next time we have a mastermind thing, I will pick a
Hmm.
narrower subject, I think.
Yeah. 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 I.
I just got excited because I was like, oh, Michael Shannon films, because
Yeah.
I've seen a lot.
Look, I was like, oh my God, DC films. How can I possibly go wrong? This is going to be like an easy, you know, 10 points or 20 points or whatever it is. I can't even remember now. But yeah, I just, yeah, stupid brain didn't work properly in a lot of spots, but I can't complain because I still did the winning. So yeah, but it was fun, right? I mean, that's the main thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. I don't know about you, but I don't have much left to say.
Hmm.
Yeah.
So, this is going to be out closer to mid-October, but anyway,
Mm.
enjoy the horror October.
Yes.
There's some good movies. Black Phone 2 comes out, which I'm very interested about.
Mm.
I liked Black Phone, and I was like, how can they do a sequel? And then I saw the trailer and went, oh, that's how they're going to do it. Okay, that looks interesting.
Yeah,
So,
yeah. I liked the first one. I'm not too excited about the second one, to be honest, but I'm sure it's going to be good. On a non-horror related note, we got an invite to the Tron Ares as thingy premiere
mhm.
on Wednesday. So yeah, hopefully we're gonna be able to go to that one because I'm buzzing about that film, especially after hearing the soundtrack, the Nine Inch Nails soundtrack.
Yeah, I really like that
Whew.
soundtrack. I saw the trailer for it before One Battle After Another, and
Mm,
I hadn't bothered watching it before that because I haven't seen the other Tron movies.
mm,
But I trailer didn't overly excite me,
hmm.
but it'll be a nice Nine Inch Nails extended music video, I
Yeah,
guess, if it's not
I
interesting.
like the first one came out when I was 9, and so I just thought it was the greatest thing I'd ever seen. I mean, wow, it's got like, fancy fancy 1982 graphics. And then when Legacy came out, a couple of friends of mine at the time, we watched the first one like literally right before we left to go see Legacy, and I oh man, I hadn't really watched it that many times, but I felt very underwhelmed by it. I was kind of like, this movie's actually kind of boring. Like, yeah. Went and saw Legacy. I know that movie has some flaws, but oh God, I love it so much. It's one of those films, people talk about how they would love to live in the world of a film. Like, a lot of people pick Avatar, because it's so pretty. It's like, oh my God, I'd love to live there. Tron Legacy is that movie for me. I just, yeah, it's amazing. So yeah, I'm really looking forward. I like that Jared Leto is in it. I can't wait to see him in another film because I like him.
And
Um,
there is also the Bruce Springsteen movie that I'm looking forward to that has
right.
what's his name in it? Um oh, I'm so bad with names. Jeremy Allen White.
I don't know
He's
who
like
that is.
last on the cast list. He's in that TV show The Bear. He's in The Iron
Ah,
Claw.
right.
You seen The Iron Claw yet?
I have not seen the Iron Claw yet.
Mm.
No. Oh,
They're the two things I know him from.
hmm. Right, right.
So yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing that movie
Yeah,
because
cool.
that's what got me into exploring Bruce Springsteen's filmography is that I
Mm.
watched the trailer for this
Hmm.
and I enjoyed it so much. And
Yeah,
it's
yeah,
about
yeah.
specifically him doing the Nebraska album. So I was like, all right, I should go listen to this Nebraska album. And then
Hmm.
um, yeah, listened to a whole bunch of things. So,
Right. Cool. Um, yeah. I don't really know what else is coming
and
up through the
I
month.
also will be doing my annual 31 Days of Horror
Hmm.
that I've been doing since 2019 when I heard about
Wow.
it. So, I will be watching at least one horror movie every day for the month, which
Oh,
is really bad timing.
mm.
This week was really hard because I've been so busy at work and I've just been wanting to go to bed at like 8 o'clock. And I'm like, I
Oh,
gotta
wow.
finish this movie.
Yeah. Yes, one day I would love to participate in 31 Days of Horror. Yeah. Maybe I can do it with the kids. Actually, oh, that would be so cool, wouldn't it? Like have a family horror movie night. Like, oh, hurry up, kids, grow up. Yeah. All right. Well, that is all for us for now. So yes, thank you to everyone for watching or listening or whatever you did. If you want to come and chat to us, if you're watching this on YouTube, right down below where our little talking heads are, there's a thing you can type the words and we'll reply back in about a year or so. Or you can find us all over social media. Just type into the Google machine, Dan and Frankie Go to Hollywood, or you can email us at Dan and Frankie podcast at either Gmail or Outlook.com. There are so many ways that you can talk to us. You can even like just come around and come and hang out with us. There's room here. I could put you right here next to me if you want to come and be part of our podcast. Yeah, good luck with that. All right, so we're out of here. Stay safe, watch lots of movies, and bye for now.